It is week 16 of EJ versus Degenerate with my man Zach. Now, obviously, as we're recording, we are recording on Tuesday afternoon because, well, as we normally do on Tuesday afternoon, but we do have two more games for week 15, obviously due to the recent COVID surge. Right now the update is this, is that right now Zach and I are tied right now with 2 games to go. We have, of course, the Rams and Seahawks. We also have the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles, so we'll know more about this. Obviously, I'll tweet out the results, or the next podcast we do next week, we'll have the results of that and next week as well, too. Zach, as I said earlier, I texted you the other day. Also, we're recording this also on a cell phone because you're on the road. We can do video today. So, as I said earlier to you over the weekend during the 4 o'clock games, this was a really lame football weekend.
I enjoyed the weekend, man.
Big money?
When you get to watch a suspect team like the Patriots lose, it's a great thing.
Well, I'm glad the Colts won. I'm not mad at the Colts winning the game. Let's be clear about that. But I didn't really enjoy it. I wasn't as pumped as I thought I'd be.
I couldn't believe it was a beatdown for half that game, but I think
All
we're
right,
finally seeing who the real playoff teams are.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some. I think we're seeing something too, and we'll get to the first game something here too. Because I think one of these teams in its first game on Thursday night is I think it's proving themselves as a tier 2 team in the NFC. Thursday football, we have the San Francisco 49ers heading to Tennessee to face the Titans. The Niners are 4-point favorites. The over-under is 44. I'm there. I told Kyle earlier on the podcast, on a game report, I told him that I'm there with the Niners. I'm locking them at at least 16 in the NFC.
Now, is that just purely on their schedule or what?
Everything. Schedule, when they're playing, the whole 9, yeah.
Wow.
They're 8-6.
I know. They're doing a lot better than I expected. What can I say?
I know they are. Tennessee is not in free fall, but definitely a tough loss at Pittsburgh. You know, a team I just can't trust. You know, no Derrick Henry. I mean, it feels like a team that's a Derrick Henry a bust team, and he might play the playoffs, but I mean, you don't have him, you're done.
I know. What happened with the Titans? Because 2 years ago, Tannehill looked like a legit quarterback, and now he's got 2 huge weapons on the outside. Now, when they're healthy, that's their problem, but
right, of course.
he still can't find them.
Yeah, I'm with you. Give me the under this game, though. It's in Tennessee, and I think Titans will fight here. But give me the under. Short week, 22. I mean, the optics say San Francisco win this game, but it's a short week. So I don't want to, go there with that one. So give me the under this game.
Oh, I'll take the under too. I don't know if there's a game I'll take an over in right now when you got to worry about COVID.
That's true. That's good. That's a good point. We'll see how many. I saw numbers today just released. There's a lot more people who got tested positive for COVID the last couple of days. So we'll see how that impacts the rest of the week. Anyway, next game here. The Cleveland Browns heading to Green Bay to face the Packers. The Packers are 7.5-point favorites. The over under 45. What does Vegas know? Green Bay's at home. And this line feels small.
Well, I mean, maybe there's an expectation that the Packers have stumbled just a little after how hot they've been playing for the last month.
That's true. That's a good point. Browns should have their guys back from COVID. Big Mayfield should be back by Sunday, I would think, and a couple of other players, including the coach, should be back, I'm assuming. But this line feels like a steal. Give me Green Bay to cover the spread, man.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't care if Cleveland runs every play. I still don't see them being in the football game.
Right. I'm with you on that one. Next game here, we have the red-hot Indianapolis Colts heading to Arizona to face the Cardinals. The Cardinals are only a 1-point favorite. The over-under is 49.5. The Colts are red-hot. The Cardinals are starting to fade, man. What's going on in Arizona, man?
What happens every year? You take at best an average coach in college and you put them in the pros, give them a bunch of weapons, and you can get out to a hot start every year, but that's about all they do.
I'm glad you mentioned that, too, because they have a decision to make after this year. I think next year is a lame duck year for Coach Kingsbury here. And do you pay him? What is he worth? Because he's a decent coach, but he's not a guy I think is worth more than $10 million a year. I think he's worth more than like $8 million a year or $10 million a year. So if you're the Cardinals, what do you do here? I mean, barring a playoff run here of historic proportions, I don't see how you overpay this guy.
Right now, I don't even think paying him should be the main thought. It should just be about winning.
Well, we say that, but of course,
I think this is the week they right their ship, and I see them beating the Colts.
Really? Okay.
Oh yes.
I could see that too, honestly. But I'm gonna go over in this one. I'm gonna go over. I think a lot of points in this game.
Yeah, I can certainly see a lot of points if Indianapolis stays in the game.
By the way, speaking of playoff lock, I also lock up the Colts in the AFC. After beating the Patriots, I'm sold.
Well, if they can make the playoffs with Phillip Rivers, they better be able to make the playoffs with Carson Wentz.
Right. And, well, of course, they got Donald Taylor. That guy's a stud, MVP candidate, of course. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, next game here, the team that Arizona lost to last week, the Detroit Lions heading to Atlanta to face the Falcons. The Falcons, are 6-point favorites. The over-under is 42.5. Zachary, the Lions have won 2 of the last 3 games, including wins over the Cardinals.
Dude, how the hell are they winning?
Tell me about it. Well, they've shown signs at the year that they can, if they held on the lead, they can do something. You know what I mean? They tied Pittsburgh this year. They had Baltimore on the ropes. They've had some games. I saw you along. They're better than their record.
They've lost three games by a field goal as time expired.
Yeah.
And I think all 3 of them were from over 50 yards.
Yep.
The one set the record with Baltimore. So yeah.
Like I said.
I mean, they play pretty good, but you can't point to a single offensive weapon and be like, well, it is their run game or it's their pass game. It's like you can just take them for granted.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm taking Detroit on the points here, +6. I think this team is fired up. I think they want to win for a coach. I think they don't give a shit about draft picks. I mean, that's what the front office is behind that. I think these players are feeling themselves a little bit. I think they'll continue to, at the very least, put up a competitive spirit, if you will.
I think this is a game you can bet not only Detroit plus the points, but bet the over.
Ooh, that number feels low after 42.5. Yeah,
I mean, 42 is awfully low for an over/under with those 2 teams.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
But I'm sticking with you. I'm taking Detroit plus the points right now.
All right. Next game here, huge game in the AFC North. We have the Baltimore Ravens headed to Cincinnati to face the Bengals. The Bengals right now are 2.5-point favorites. The over/under is 25 points. Bengals big ugly win against Denver. Baltimore, nice, a loss against Green Bay, but they fought late and were in position to win that game. What are your thoughts on the Harbaugh call for 2? Do you agree with it?
Man, this is the second time in 3 weeks that he's done this.
Yeah. You like it?
No, I think it's been a terrible decision both times.
Oh, wow.
You can say, oh, they had the momentum, they're scoring right and left. But you have the in that regard. Just tie up the game and get it to overtime where you can kick a field goal to possibly win it.
Right. I think his mindset, though, was the fact that I am not giving the ball back to that fucking quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. That was his mindset, I think, more than anything else. That said, I don't know Lamar Jackson's status for this game either. So I'm going to be over in this game.
And I'm doing the exact same because, again, like you, I don't know if Lamar Jackson is going to play. So
I will say Tyler Huntley's good enough to keep his team over water. And he did a good job this past week. They almost beat Green Bay. So
he looked really good in that second half.
Sure did. All right, next game here, another big game here in the NFC for playoff locations. The LA Rams sends to Minnesota to face the Vikings. The Rams are 3-point favorites. The over/under is 49.5. Vikings win last night on Monday Night Football. A little ugly, but whatever. It is what it is. The Rams obviously will know more tonight. I can record this podcast before the last two games of the Week 15 slate. We'll see how that goes. I'll go ahead with knowing any information about who's going to be injured this week. I'll take the over in the game.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pray that there are no injuries on the Rams side tonight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take the Rams to cover.
Okay. Yeah,
I think the Vikings are done. I really do.
I don't trust them though. I can't trust them. Right now they're 17 in the NFC wildcard picture, but I mean, do you trust them to pull the deal? No, I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, next one here, probably the game of the week, the rematch. The Buffalo Bills turn to New England to face the Patriots. The Pats are 2.5-point favorites. The over/under is 43 points. The Bills are barely hanging on to that wildcard spot. It's the 7th seed. The Pats beat the Colts this past week. I think the Bills return the favor here and win this game, honestly.
Oh, I agree with you. I actually think the Bills will beat down the Pats.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think it'll be competitive by the fourth quarter.
Oh, wow. Not bad, huh?
Yeah. There's got to be some major revenge. When you lose a game and the quarterback on the opposing team throws 3 times, that's embarrassing to you as a franchise. So
right.
I have to assume the Bills are going to come out and want to put a beat down on them.
Right. I will say this much, though. This will definitely be a weather report game, though. That I will say. So, if for some reason the conditions are as bad as they were back in 2 weeks ago when they played on Monday Night Football, that could be the situation where the Pats will still probably have an advantage. But again, I think the Bills are desperate. So I think they'll play. I think they'll play better this week and they'll win this game. All right, next one here we have. Oh, this is a stinker here, of course. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York face the Jets. The Jets are 2.5-point favorites. The over/under is 41.5. Let's just tell us a lot here. Let's give me the Jets. Call it a day, Jets.
You're taking the Jets? I'm going to take the Jags.
Really?
Yes. Now,
okay.
Jags are god-awful, but I'm pretty certain Zach Wilson's going to be playing for the Jets, so I'm going to skip them.
Oh, wow. Do you think maybe not having Urban Meyer there, especially too? But I mean, granted, they lost also against the Houston this weekend without Urban Meyer. Do you think at some point these guys will just feel free to play? I don't know.
No, I think what we're finding out is Urban Meyer had the wrong quarterback to run his system, and I think we've made Trevor Lawrence to be more than he really was.
Definitely not a great rookie year for Trevor Lawrence. I know you were on the Justin Fields bandwagon from day one, so we'll see. So far, it's a wash at best between those two guys. All right, next game here. We have the New York Giants heading to Philadelphia to face the Eagles. The Eagles are right now 10.5-point favorites. The over-1 is 42 points. Obviously, we'll know more about the Eagles after tonight because they play tonight against Washington. But I'm going to take the under in this game.
Wow.
That's just over shit. But I can see Eagles win this game 31-3.
So you're expecting this game to be nap time for you? Like you're just going to go to sleep?
Yeah. Dick Fromm will be the quarterback for the Giants this week. So, just saying.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take the over in the game.
Wow. Unless the Eagles going to blow them out 44-3 or something like that, I don't see why you could do this, but okay.
Well, I mean, I could see a 30-17. I could see 35-17 even.
Wait, the Giants have 17 points? That'd be a good day for that. They stink. All right, next game here. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading to Carolina to face the Panthers. The Buccaneers are 11-point favorites. Over-under 44 points. Zachary, what the fuck was that on Sunday Football?
That was me pouring my money down the tubes. That's exactly what it was. I've never seen a game look so bad. And to be in it till the very freaking end and still not be able to do anything, that's something I've never seen from Brady.
Yeah. I've been saying all year long that even with Dallas and the Rams and the Cardinals and the Packers and the NFC, even though they've been the sexier team, whatever, I've always said that up to this point, my safe bet to win the conference is still the Buccaneers. I don't think that's so safe anymore. Chris Godwin's out for the year. Obviously got hamstring injuries to both Leonard Fournette and Mike Evans. And this is where you get Brady. This is where Brady's vulnerable now. I mean, Brady's still great, but Brady's also 44 years old. So at some point, that security that he has around him is not so secure anymore. And these injuries are happening now late in the year, not early in the year, late in the year. That's a problem. I'm gonna take Carolina the points here. To be honest with you, Tampa probably still win this game, but I think Carolina will keep this game closer.
Who's going to be playing quarterback for Carolina?
Who cares? P.J. Walker? Take the loan? I don't know. Kerry Collins?
I don't care. Give me Tampa Bay, okay? Give me Tampa Bay. They're going to win in a blowout.
Oh, God. All right, next game here we have the L.A. Chargers heading to Houston, face the Texans. The Chargers are 8-point favorites. The over-under is 45.5. Zachary, this is easy. Give me the Chargers to cover. I think they need this win just for perception's sake. Take that stink off. They should be in their fucking Chiefs last week, first off. Let's be real.
Oh, absolutely. They should have been able to beat the Chiefs. They were in control of that game the whole way.
4 fourth down conversions. No points. I can see doing 2 of them, over on 2 of them, but all 4? That's a little egregious, buddy.
Look, and that's analytics for you. All these Harvard grads that run every team, they're going to keep doing it and keep shooting their team down the tubes.
Give me the Chargers. Who you got? Chargers too?
Oh, yeah.
All right, lightning bolts. Let's go. All right, next game here. The Chicago Bears heading to Seattle will face the Seahawks. The Seahawks are 7-point favorites, 7-point favorites. Over/under 44 points. So, as I said, we do this podcast ahead of the Rams Seahawks tonight. The Seahawks' playoff chances here lie on this game. If they beat the Rams tonight, as we're recording, they're in the mix for the wild card. You look at the schedule, it's real easy to end the year. After this Rams game, their schedule lightens up big time. And they'll be only a game behind, for the 7th spot in the wild card race. So, their playoff lives rest on this game tonight. Not the Bears game, but the game that plays tonight that we're not able to review until after they play this game tonight, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and, first off, take the Seahawks starters to cover 7 points. And that's it.
Yeah, I'm going to just take the over because I think the only time Seattle struggles to get an over in a game is when Russell Wilson wasn't on the field.
Right.
Like, they never play defense. So, I'm going to go with the over.
Okay.
Do I want to see Russell Wilson cover and compete for a playoff spot? Yeah, I would like to see that, but...
Absolutely.
I don't think they win tonight, so...
Oh, okay. All right. 4 games ago, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the frisky Pittsburgh Steelers head to Kansas City to face the Red Hot Chiefs. The Chiefs are 9.5-point favorites. The over/under is 45.5. This has been all Mike Tomlin, dude. the only reason these Chiefs are even relatively, not Chiefs, the Steelers rather, are even in this race is because of Mike Tomlin. Because Big Ben sucks. Their defense is great, but the rest of it sucks. So, I think KC blows them off in this game. Even Chiefs covered 9.5 points.
I'm going to take the Chiefs, but I think you're being a little hard on Ben Roethlisberger. All right. Well, no, think about it. Juju Smith-Schuster, even to start the season, he wasn't a legit number one wide receiver. He proved that last year.
Yeah.
Then you bring in Najee Harris. I'm sorry, but he's an average running back at best. You got a shitty offensive line. Now, I get Ben Roethlisberger is old as dirt now. But to pin all of the offensive struggles on him, I'm sorry. That's just not the case.
So, therefore, Chiefs still?
No, I'm taking Kansas City to cover.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you're being a little hard on Roethlisberger when it's the entire offensive side of the football.
Fair point. All right, next game here, divisional game here for two teams that are still technically in the wild card race. We have the Denver Broncos heading to Vegas, rather, to face the Raiders. The Raiders are 2.5 point favorites. The over-under is 42 points. This is easy for me. Give me the over.
Wow, at 40. What did you say it was? 42?
42.
Dude, just give me Denver. Vegas is falling apart. I have more faith in Denver.
Okay.
I just have more faith in Denver.
I mean, who's the quarterback next week? Is it Drew Lock or is it Teddy?
Dude, I don't care. I like their defense enough.
Oh, God. Okay.
And, I don't hate on Drew Lock. Drew Lock can chuck a ball down the field.
Yeah. No, he could. Sometimes, but he's so inaccurate. All right, here's your game here. The Washington football team heading to Dallas to face the Cowboys. The Cowboys right now are 10.5 point favorites. The over-under is 47 points. Now, this line could shift depending how this game goes tonight against the Eagles. But in the meantime, I'm taking Washington the points here.
And I'm going to take Dallas.
Okay.
Dallas is going to beat the crap out of my team.
Your football team. All right, and finally, last one here, Monday Night Football, we have the red-hot Miami Dolphins heading to New Orleans to face the Saints. The Saints, are 3 point favorites. The over-under is 38.5. Wow, that is fucking low. That is low.
Not low enough for me.
Really?
Yes. A Saints defense against Tua? The only way this goes over is if somehow the Saints blow out the Dolphins. If the Saints struggle to put up points, this may not total 20 for the game.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh, wow. You weren't kidding. Give me the over. Fuck you, man. I'm going over this one.
All right.
As you know, no more buys now. That's it for the year. Any final thoughts?
No, I can't think of anything right now. Just Merry Christmas to everybody.
Oh, yeah, Merry Christmas to you especially, and yours, and everybody else. And go up with your picks. Go up with your picks tonight, the last two games, so you're tied, like I said. And go up with your picks next week as well, too. And we, this is going to be a fun end to the year, man. This last couple weeks is going to be fun as hell. I was against the 18-week season initially, and the 7 teams in the playoffs per conference. Now, I love it.
Well, of course you want it. You want more football. Everybody wants more football.
I'm a greedy fuck, bro. I'm a greedy fuck.
You know what I think they should have a bye week every 4 weeks for the entire NFL.
Extend the year?
Play 4 weeks, take a bye, and then play four more weeks, and just do it all year long.
A little egregious, but I can see what you're angling there. So, all right, Zach.
Like that baseball. I need something. Oh,
by the way, before I go, also too, this has been going for me anyway, about at least 10, 15 years. But I don't give a fuck about the bowls and all. Outside of the New Year's Six, I don't give 3 shits about college football bowl games now. They're over-glorified exhibition games. Oh, they are.
In the last 10 to 15 years, if you're not playing in one of the possible 2 playoff games that could give you the national title, everybody who wants to go into the draft sits out. So the games are terrible.
Exactly. So, fuck bowl season. I don't give a shit. If anything, I'll gamble or anything, but that's about it.
I love betting bowl games. That's kind of the best part.
That's the only thing worth doing.
Well, no, you can get a quarterback that you know is going in the NFL, so you know he's going to sit out. But until he actually acknowledges it, when they first announce the bowl games, you can get these lines super cheap.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, Zach. Good luck your picks. We'll see you next week. Merry Christmas.
All right, man. Good luck. Enjoy Christmas.
You got it, brother. Take care.
Later.